Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Europa Universalis IV with me, Alfapiomega, Meiou and Taxes and Scandinavia. So I'm starting a new session. I'm starting a new session with the intent of giving you some episodes because I'm going on a business trip for 3 days and I won't be able to record or upload anything in that time. So this session is going to be interesting, I hope. Most of it's going to be about the economy. The reason for that is that we have won a war against England, but it was yet another long war that keeps exhausting us, and I think that in this one we actually got a war exhaustion that's going away, but still it is there. We have gotten back, though, our lost territories, Hjælp and Ross. And we're gonna go for more if need comes be. I would like maybe the Gale or Monarch, but I would be more than happy to leave this to Scotland because they got course on all of these and I would be willing to give it to them. In case a war breaks out, they're gonna be the war leader anyway, so it's going to be up to them to decide who's going to get this province and what we get. I'm not gonna be mad at them. They helped us every single time and we are going to help them as well. We have probably raped England in this war. They should have a decent amount of war exhaustion, and they got 4. And we have thus secured a truce for 4 years. Actually, no, 7 years. 7 years of truce, which will give us more than enough time to build a fort in Ross and then upgrade it one more time, hopefully. And to introduce new and exciting ways how to develop this region, because I kind of like it and I want to have it introduced. One important thing that I would also like to mention is that by gaining these 2 ports, especially the port in Hjælp, we have kind of increased our communication efficiency to a point where it does not seem like the autonomy of Greenland has to be at 100%. I think we might actually lower it, especially if we upgrade the trade harbor here. We could do that, though it would cost us a significant amount of money for really not a big amount of benefit. So I'm not going to do it right now, but eventually we will try to do that because I think that we can incorporate it and make a base down that would be fun. So without further ado, let's get on the tracks. We will get the Constitution soon. We will get the National Bank soon, which will increase the global settler increase for us. But before we get the honestly pretty impressive technology of socketed bayonets, I'm going to go and finish the entirety of the quality ideas. So the next one is the first one that gives us direct military benefit, and that is massed batteries. Let us mass our artillery in a single grand battery. Its destructive power will blast a hole in the enemy line. So let's get that. The next one is our walls will not fall, which gives us fort defense increased by 10%, which is also very useful. Then we get finest of horses and quality education and infantry boost. So all of our units will get a 10% increase in their ability, which is frankly very impressive. The first thing, however, that I'm going to go for in this episode is increasing the development of certain provinces. I'm going to go from the middle. Norge-Zealand is at max population right now for its worth. Yeah, it's actually exceeding that. And I was thinking that a good building would be the world-famous university. I think I already spoke about this. It gives us extra prestige slots. I'm not entirely sure if we get that, but I think we may be using those all for our own students, yeah. But it gives us a boost in urban gravity of 10, and it gives us 15 extra % in urban gravity, so that might be really good. It also gives us some art power and other things. On the other hand, we might go with the warehouse district, which increases local trade power, urban production power is increased, base urban gravity is increased, and urban gravity modifier. None of these is exactly awesome, but the warehouse district gives a special ability that doubles the city growth rate due to imported food, and I think that's the thing we need to get first. So I'm going to go with warehouse district, and later on with the world famous university. After that, we're going to invest in Zeeland, in Skåne, Småland. I might want to develop Laland because that one hasn't been invested that much in. Thun is a good one. I guess Småland then, Uppland, Akersund, and you know the drill. So we're going to go from there. We could also do the Nihan. Oh, that's a good one, but it costs 500 gold. I know I checked the benefit. We currently have local trade power of 25%, 7 modifier 15, naval force 0.75, and ship repair 10. And the new port would give us 25% for the 1.5. Okay, that's the only benefit would be the 10% trade power, which frankly would be worth it in its... Wait, here. Oh wow, that would be actually really useful, but... Wait, it's just 5%, isn't it? And the sailor's modifier... Well, the sailor's modifier would benefit us. Every single boost would be good, but I don't think that's worth it. Automated construction, nothing here. Kiel. We have 68 cities, and we need 100 to become an empire. And we can throw force heretics to convert. Military power at least 100, parties at least minus 20. Yeah, we're more of a benevolent ruler. So how are our colonies doing? We're working on Gore, which is at decent 608 already. And we are working on... What is this one? Oh, we lost the Koiman Schwerin. Okay, but we're not expanding into Europe anymore anyway. And we have 142. And what was that level that we need to start colonizing the Cape? Diplomatic technology 40. We are at 39. So this is our goal right now. Can we get someone better? Oh, we could. We could get you improved relations, diplomatic relations, morale of navies, prestige, trade efficiency, and national tax modifier. Well, that would slow our growth substantially, but having the Cape would be impressive, wouldn't it? Nah, I don't think it's worth the investment. And urban industry arises in Wismar. And Wismar really should get a bit more attention from me. Oh, that's not a bad province at all. So let them choose what they want and they will produce cloth. Okay, this is... Oh, one thing that I forgot about is Viipuri does not have a cathedral, which lowers the unrest by 2. So we're gonna build that here because the unrest is actually pretty high here. And same in Kakisalmi. Okay. Skarjala 2. Okay, this is a bit stupid, but let's build cathedrals everywhere because they do provide us with a tangible benefit of lowering unrest. And I think it's... Wait, what? Romsa? What the fuck is up with Romsa? 20! Heretic royalty, estate loyalty, deny burgers privilege. Oh, they're super pissed. Well, okay, I'm gonna build that here anyway. It's actually a fledgling city. We might invest into that one later on as well. Spread of disease. New diseases brought from overseas have quickly spread among the tribe and almost annihilated the entire native population in some areas. Attempt to assuage their pain. I think we are just, yeah. Attempt to assuage their pain. Disregard natives. No, we're gonna help them. Accra is not a bad province, I can say. Wow, we have an unrest chance here. Well, what would you say? It's the communication efficiency that's screwing us over. God damn it. But in Accra, we have a 0% chance. And subtle chance 11.22. That's not bad. Okay, anything tangible I could show you apart from this? I don't think so. By the way, Commonwealth is really becoming Russia. This is crazy. What about that development? The best province is Warsaw. Yeah, they're not really doing all that good, but they do have some provinces that are worth mentioning. But most of them, oh, it's a rural country, that's for sure. Can we see their technologies? 32, 32, 34. Yeah, they're falling behind rapidly. Where's the technology? Novgorod is even worse. 28, 42, 48, 48, 48. They got 42, 42, 44. Turks are doing alright though. I'm surprised about France. Damn, 42, 45, 44. Okay, Mali is behind, that's understandable. Colombia, but... yeah, really? Europe? What's up with that? Well, we have an uprising of Scandinavian particularists. For some reason in Dalarna, I have already sent my forces up to Romsa because that was where I have expected them to rise up. But no, they rose down here. Well, okay, I'm sending my troops to deal with that. Unfortunately, our general has kicked the bucket and is no longer available. No idea what happened to him. I don't think I got the message. Our army attrition is 24, so fingers crossed we're gonna try to get a new general. Patrick Rosenkratz. Damn, he's not bad. The maneuver will be okay. But it's kind of funny that I did not want to... I did not want to invest this much into... or 100 into destroying the army, but I had to invest 50 into you. But you know, I can deal with increased autonomy in Dalarna if it means that the particulars will fuck off for a couple of months or years. If we just tried to harsh treat them, they would come back eventually, so yeah. At least that is my... oh man. They now have a garrison there. I'll have to send a small detachment there, that would be enough. Why do they always conquer Bergenhus? That's such a poor province. Those people always get murdered. Okay, now let's hope that... oh, we don't really have a huge strength here, so let's let our manpower reinforce our troops, and then we're going to attack. Okay, well that wasn't exactly what I was hoping for, but okay, now we outnumber them significantly and hopefully they won't have... well, call me silly, they got a really good shock general. Okay, we might get raped here, but We do have reserve manpower, which is our big benefit, and we do outnumber them. That's also something. And we do have higher maneuver, don't we? Yeah, we do. Okay, yeah, we're not doing all that bad. Look at that. We rolled 5, they rolled 9. Okay, they're in shock. They're doing good. You missed it, right? Well, here's the good old meteor. Meteors are usually seen as an omen. The question is always, a good one or a bad one? Of course, the meteor could be a sign of nothing at all. Okay, thank God it's not reduced stability. That would suck. Okay, good. Now we're killing them. I'll leave behind 1,000 troops and go get them. Well, we really are rolling shit in this one. So we lost around 8,000 troops. 7,200. They lost significantly more. Oh, our general is now a cannoneer. And they are retreating to Vastmantwand. Okay, I'll leave behind you with one of these. And the rest is going to follow them. On the 11th of June, there's going to be yet another battle. Okay, we have been reinforced. A new technology, National Bank. The expenses of fighting a modern war could easily bankrupt even a rich nation. When William III of England asked the merchants of London for another loan to fight his wars, he was refused. He then made them an offer to incorporate them as the governors of a national bank, whose role was to issue permanent bonds to raise money for his wars. Soon William had raised over £1 million, and the Bank of England was copied by other nations. Settler growth increased by +4. Oh, this is going to be good. We're going to get a frigate. Of a 4-day, we're going to get a new East Indiaman, new transport, and we're going to get a lot of things. Great port and a lighthouse, rank 4 trade harbor, naval base, of a 4 military harbor, trade range increase, colonial range increase, and naval attrition is no longer increased by staying out at sea each month. Awesome! That's a positive one. Gifted Orthodox Christian. Sure, I don't mind gifted Orthodox Christians. Okay. Okay, so now they're losing left and right, and they will most likely retreat again. Nope. They have been completely destroyed. Now I'm going to... There's the split in half here. And the smaller detachment will be split in half yet again. Yeah, this will be more than enough. Actually, they're moving incorruptible. They're moving here. Not everyone who aids the enemy knows the true nature of their transgression. Spies may be loyal to a foreign power, but many of their information sources are people who are simply paid well for telling secrets they shouldn't, without understanding who makes use of them. However, in Scandinavia, corruption has been all but extinguished. Spies who recently tried to compromise our administration through bribery and extortion have found themselves reported instead of aided by our officials and are now at our mercy. Mali loses part of their spy network, which is kind of funny. So yeah, the rest of this uprising will be crushed soon. Finnish separatists don't have enough support, I think, to do anything other than enjoy themselves. And we are going to crush the rest of this rebellion. But I'm gonna lower the army maintenance because this is a bit too much for a minor force of this. Cool. So on that note, I'm going to end this episode. Not much has happened really. It was just a review episode. But in the next one, we're going to do more skips as we usually do. So see you there.